Okay, this is the game I've made. I don't really have a title for it yet. It'll be in the title of this video. All you need is a standard deck of cards and a die. Points are determined by the face value of the cards. Ace is 1. All the other numbers match their point values. Jack is 11 points, Queen is 12 points, and King is 13 points. This game can be played with 2 or 3 players. All these rules apply the same for each amount of players. To start, deal each player 10 cards. Each player looks at their cards and picks the 3 highest and separates them from the other 7 cards. The 7 cards go by the deck in a discard pile. The 3 cards go next to the discard pile so that it's easier for your opponent to reach. Now, the last person to put their cards in the discard pile is the first one to turn around. They turn around long enough for the player on their left to add cards to their 3 stack. The player on the left can take 0 through 7 cards from the discard pile and put it on top of the player's 3 stack, making sure it's neat before letting the person turn back around. All the players do this in a clockwise rotation, all hiding how many cards are put on top of their original 3. Players cannot touch their cards, they can look and guess how many were put on top. Now comes the rolling phase, where players will try to get their card back through a dice roll. The goal is to roll the exact number of cards you think are on top of your original 3. I'm gonna guess they put 4 on top, so I hope I roll a sum of 4. The player can choose to roll up to 3 times, and all the rolls are counted in a sum. A 2 and a 1, okay, that's close enough. I pass my turn. The other player rolls and gets a sum of 7. Now we find out how we did. Since I got 3, I'm going to put the top card on the bottom 3 times. Now that I've done it 3 times, I always take the top 3 cards and hope that they were mine. Okay, so 2 of them are mine, but I got 1 low card, so it won't hurt my score too much. Also, I was right that they put 4 cards on my deck, because after taking away 3, there are 4 left. Now add the 3 cards to your bank. You can put them face down or face up. Shuffle the deck and do it again for 2 more rounds to finish a 3-round game. Now you can go and play this game yourself, but I'm going to show you another round a little quicker, but I'll also tell you some tips to help you utilize the game's mechanics. Before throwing your bad cards in the discard pile, sort them from least to greatest so that you will be giving them bad cards if they don't get their original 3. Try putting only 1 or 2 cards in their deck. That way they still have to roll, but they might roll too high. Also, making their stack as neat as possible makes it harder for them to guess or count. And if you want to know the math of rolling over your number but keep rolling to get a factor, here it is. So I have 7 cards here. I'm going to say these 3 were mine. Now the 3 that were mine would be on the bottom, so the opponent would give me 4 on top. Now to get my cards back, I would need a 4 so that I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take off the top 3, those are mine. But what if I didn't get a 4? What if I got something higher? If I got a 6, then I would only receive 1 of my cards because all these would go behind it. But after getting that 6, if I just got a 5, then I would get all my cards back, like this. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are all my cards. So in this case, either getting a 4 or an 11 would get all of my cards back to me. And this is only if you knew there were exactly 4 cards on top. Also, when you're finished with your 3rd round, just count up all your totals and then put them against each other to see who got the highest total to see who won. Alright, that's all for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this game that I thought of and created myself. Let me know in the comment sections if it was fun or what needs to be improved on.